Well, Jessica, it's been a long time getting to this point, getting back in the win column. Give me an idea what the emotion's like right now.
I don't even know if it's necessarily just back in the win column, but you know, back at Flyweight, you know, it's been a long time. I put on some weight probably I didn't need, and now I'm lower weight and everything just felt a little bit different. I felt like I don't feel like there was ring rust, but like the jitteriness of being in there was a little bit different. You know, it's been probably 16, 17 months since I was in there and at Flyweight, so I don't know, man. I'm overwhelmed with feeling right now. I don't know if I want to cry, be happy. I keep biting through my damn lip. I don't know why I keep doing that. I don't even think I'm getting hit. I'm just biting through it. So I don't know what I need to do about that. Maybe have less lip. I'm not really sure, but we'll figure it out.
You know, along the way, I mean, you've always had great positivity, great determination. But were there moments along the way when this losing streak was that you were having to deal with, where you started second-guessing yourself? Again,
you know, the reason I think those three men that stand in my corner all the time is because you guys see the positive aspect of me, but they are the gatekeepers of the negativity, you know, and I really beat them up sometimes, and it breaks my heart because they're the most amazing men that I have. You know, I don't have a family anymore, and they're everything to me, and they're the ones who made this possible. They're the ones who made me believe in myself again, and I believe in myself again because of them. So you guys get to see the positivity, but unfortunately they get to see the negative side of me, but they brought it out of me again, and I'm so thankful for that.
That's awesome. Yeah, fight didn't start out going your way. You get dropped with a head kick early on. I mean, what?
Did I get dropped?
Did I get dropped? Off balance. Or...
on the ground? Did I really?
Okay.
And I went down? Oh, I backed up. My butt wasn't on the ground, though.
No, it was, yeah.
Oh, come on now. Let's make with that. I was like, wait a minute. I thought I saw some. You know what's funny? There's actually a funny story that we had a fellow opponent in common named Karina Dame, and who also head kicked me one time in one of the fight, and it was an outside arena, and I thought a bird flew in and hit me. So in between rounds, I go, Marcus, a bird just came in and flew and hit me, and there was no bird, Jess. That was her foot. You know what I was So, yeah, you know, I think again, you know, like you get in there sometimes and you're so focused on, and I think that's kind of what happened again, and what we said not to do is let her set up, and just like in any fight, and I think yet again I sat back, got hit, and then I was like, oh shit, wait a minute, I got hit, time to turn it on, and maybe that's what, you know, maybe that's what I need. Sometimes you gotta get hit to light the fire.
You're going through, you know, did you feel you'd done enough to win at the end? I wonder if you felt up, and what it was like going through that judge's read, you know, saying, is this gonna be the win or not?
Well, you know, I knew that she had gotten a couple hits, you know, in there, but, you know, let's face it, there's more than just striking that wins fights. So I felt like that was the point when I needed to do some submission attempts. I needed to use my wrestling, which I worked so much on my wrestling over the past year and a half. I got to grapple with Misha back last year in December, and got to work with Robert Follis, who is an amazing person and individual. You know, God, you know, bless his heart and rest his soul. But you know, they kind of gave me some ideas on things that I need to practice, so we did. And my one striking coach says to me, and what she never says, because he hates that pajama wrestling stuff, he's like, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing you hit one of those takedowns. So when I saw it, I took it.
Nice. Well, you got over this hurdle that you've been wanting to do, back in the flyweight division. What's next? I mean, is time off? Is it stay busy? What's next for you?
I don't know yet. You know, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to see. Let's see what happens. You know, I think that there was some, you know, things that were back and forth with the Page thing. You know, I just want to see what's next for myself. You know, this flyweight division is still developing. I think that we're going to see more girls settle into this division, and I can't wait. You know, and we'll just see.
Piggyback off that though, you feel comfortable at this flyweight though, and would like to stay
Oh, I was
here?
always at flyweight. Believe me, there's no way I could ever make strawweight ever. I mean, I'm not remotely ever close to that. I mean, we kind of talked about it funny a couple times, but there's no way. I mean, those last 4 pounds are really hard, and I mean, I'm not trying to blow it about myself, but have you ever seen me look any better physically? I don't know if I can. I mean, it really took a lot of work. So a lot of people took some emotional abuse from me to get there. So I don't want to do that to them. I want to. Is that loud? So
the emotions you shared, you're getting choked up a little bit ago. Is that something you were able to use during the fight, training for the fight? How did you incorporate that in a positive way?
man, you guys see me smile all the time, but those guys see me cry more times. Sometimes I think that they're like, God damn it, Jessica, stop crying. Get your shit together, you know? But it's them that make me feel the most emotion, you know? And because of that emotion, I'm able to release it so that when I go in there, I can be a little bit tougher. And I think seeing my coach tell me, you know, right before the fight and seeing that passion come out of his eyes, Joe, thank you for that. Thank you for giving me that passion, because I felt it, and I felt every bit of it. And you know, not a lot of you guys can understand what we all go through, and you don't get to really see what goes in the camp, but I put a lot of the work in, but they put in more, way more than I ever can. I mean, they sacrifice their children, their families, you know, their wives, the time away, and, you know, this fight's here for me this week and next week. You know, my wonderful champ, you know, Stipe Miocic, the champ, who will continue to be the champ, you know, they're leaving their family again for 2 weeks. You know, that's hard, and the sacrifice that's get made for me is something I can't wait to give back to them one day.